Hi Miss, so today for the chemistry project, I'm going to be making flan because that's a part of my cultural roots, and I'm going to be explaining the science behind it with my little helper right here. So to make a cheesecake flan, you don't really need that many ingredients. For our base, we're going to use evaporated milk, condensed milk, 4 eggs, what is this? Cream cheese, and vanilla extract. And then the caramel that goes on top of the cheesecake flan is just sugar. So, yeah. So overall, the measurements allow for the ingredients to be even when it comes to the flavor and get to the right consistency in order for it to cook. So this blending is a physical change because the ingredients are making a new substance. Basically, my mom's gonna help me because the caramel gets really hot and I will somehow end up hurting myself. So yeah, she's just gonna pour the sugar into the pan pot. I don't know. And yeah, so basically that's just gonna caramelize. Okay, so as we can see, caramelization. Okay, wait, as we can see, it's already turning into like a caramel consistency. So caramelization happens to pure sugar when it reaches 338 degrees Fahrenheit, and it will start to turn brown. The sugar compounds will begin to like slowly break down at the temperature which of 338 degrees Fahrenheit and form new compounds known as oxidation. So basically our new reaction is like caramel consistency from the sugar, which is turning it into like a liquid, and then it'll create like a new product. The sugar must be put onto the tray immediately because then if not it'll freeze and it'll turn hard, which is known as like heat of crystallization because it does not stay in its liquid state. The caramel will be used as a topping of flan. She's gonna add the caramel onto the pan. Oh my god, it looks gross. Okay. So basically what this is gonna do, it's gonna harden on the pan, and then once it's in the stove, it's gonna create it's gonna go back into its liquid state and create a caramel. My mom has something to say.
No, it always heats up the pan. Like even though it's on the bottom, it always heats up even the top.
Okay. Yeah. Water. This is called a water bath, and the water keeps the temperature around the flan consistent in order for it to cook. So as we put this into the oven, it should take about an hour or so. So right now it's 8:30, so we'll check in. So thermochemistry from the stove occurs from the heat and the temperature that it's at, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So once it's done cooking, it will no longer be a batter, but more so something edible. So the time is wrong, so just ignore that. But basically, in an oven, hot air flows by natural or forced convection while heat is being distributed from the heating element by radiation within the oven. During the baking process, heat is also transferred by conduction from the baking pan to the flan, which allows the flan to cook. This is what allows the flan to go from a liquid substance to a solid. So the flan is done now, and now it's just going to be left to cool down so that it can be put back into the fridge. So it's the next day and the flan is done cooling, and thanks to science we have our cheesecake flan.